country, and if they've got a spare one there, plug into that one. So one might be left and one might be right. And then the other one just plugs into that effects mic, the hand mic, and just use it as effects. Yeah, you just put it in your bag or something. And just, it's not very ideal.
Is it long enough?
Yeah, thank you. Was Johnny down there? Johnny there? Just leave it, don't touch the sound desk until he gets back. Don't know where Johnny's gone. Hey Johnny!
Welcome. Hey. Hey, welcome. We're down here. It's raining, it's cold, it's wet. You want to cover that in a sec, but let's just... All good? Peter, not Peter, whoever it is, I can't remember. Chris? All good?
All good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all to the Woodcock Sports Centre for this round 17 clash with Adelaide City. I officially would like to welcome all their board members and committee and along with their players and a special welcome to all our members. Junior kids have just finished training in braving the weather tonight. It's freezing, but hopefully we can get some cover. Hopefully the rain is cleared, but we look forward to a fantastic contest between two good clubs, both fighting to go higher up in the ladder, as we know, and I'm sure we're going to be entertaining tonight during the conditions of the night. I'd like to mention and acknowledge all our activities and sponsors for the continued support of Club 24, and look forward to working with all of our amazing sponsors. To all our people, next Saturday, 2:30, service and family, the cup final against Monterey.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Right out, goes top corner, and is it in?
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Ridden in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! There's another one for Montbury Tech.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
It's Friday night football in the RD NPLSA. Can't get much wetter than here tonight. As we get ready for a big occasion at Steve Woodcock Reserve, as we get to see fourth place Campbelltown City taking on Adelaide City, who currently sit in fifth place. So a big 3 points for either side coming into today's game. The home side, Campbelltown City, only making one change. Shoko Yoshikawa, after that injury last week, will be on the bench, but will be off today, whilst Joshua Murray will be slotting in his place. Whilst Adelaide City come away from home with the unchanged starting 11 after last week's 6 wins in a row for them as well. So a big game, some new inclusion on the bench with Raphael Liai making his, or soon to make his debut for Adelaide City senior men's side today after returning from Solomon Islands international duty. Big game here tonight. Wet occasion, and if you're listening at home, which I'm sure you are, in the cosy comfort of your lounge room, you will be joined by the soothing voices of myself, Johnny Keko, and Alessio Carocci. Alessio, good to be alongside you on this wet winter's night.
Yeah, definitely a wet night here, but it's an Italian derby ahead of us here, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be tuned in back home, as well as the other NPL game in Para Hills versus Beograd. But it's a major clash here. Both teams in great form, undefeated in the last 5, both of them. But it seems like Adelaide City on the run, 6 wins in a row. So we're going to see who continues form tonight, and hopefully we get a draw.
Yeah, hopefully not. But if it is a draw, I'm feeling it could be a high-scoring draw with a potential of maybe a 2-all or 3-all draw. It will be an exciting game of football nonetheless as we get ready for Friday night action here this evening. One of the two, as you mentioned, games that are happening in South Australia tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And match day officials in tonight's fixture. Daniel Cook leading the team alongside Thomas Temby and Ibrahim Saidi. As two assistants.
7, Daniel Brissan. 10, Nicholas Foucault. 11, Patrick Caraccia. 12, Nicholas Francesi. 22, Ewan Gutierrez. 25, Louis Latantio.
Mate, and Alessio, what are your predictions heading into this fixture?
Well,
I'll see if I can find my prediction list from this week, but I think I went for a 2-2 draw, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe a Campbelltown 3-2, actually. I think I remember now. A few people went for a draw in our tipping comp, but
I reckon it will be. It sort of looks like, but that man on the sidelines, I'm not sure he's on the screens at the moment, but Nicholas Booker, the captain for Adelaide City, will be looking to try and get his side continuing their form.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a special trim for tonight as well. His ears must be cold out there, but sure he's ready for the cameras to do one of those famous Booker knee slides.
Yeah, well, real estate agent by day, captain of Adelaide City by night. His real estate agency were actually selling a house next door to my house last week as I was preparing for my commentary game, the LA Comets and Beergrad. They were next door selling my next door neighbour's house.
Yeah, I think he's got quite a few in the area near here as well, so yeah. He's definitely familiar to these ends, so see what they can do tonight. And I remember he's had quite a few good occasions on this pitch in the past, so I'd like to see if he can continue it.
It's Mark Marino to kick it all off for Campbelltown City in their all-red strip. Kicking to the left of your screens, well, Adelaide City in their zebra black and white strip. Going towards the right of your screens. The ball out for a throw. It's going to be
might be a foul on the far side, actually.
It's going to be an interesting game. This weather always makes it for an interesting evening, depending on how it keeps up. It's just trickling at the moment, but has gone on and off heavy throughout the evening, but definitely a wet pitch.
Definitely more surprised not to see as many people with the long sleeve skins on as I would expect in this weather. I mean, got a few gloves out there, but I'd say on the most part they've got the short sleeves on.
The funny thing is, it is cold with the wet, but it's actually not as cold as some nights have been that have been a lot drier than tonight. So it's more wet than cold, if you get what I mean. As another foul. Could get a scrappy game as well, football, considering if the weather does increase.
Yeah, you also got to mention as well some of the ex-players from both teams. You got obviously Joel Allwright on the Campbelltown side, Alex Mullen, a couple of players who played at Adelaide City, Josh Murray as well. And on the Adelaide City side, of course, you got Lewis Larry Latanzio, who was just here last season. You got Nicholas Franchise as well.
Halliday. Out to Matsumoto. Matsumoto tries to whip it in. It's a cock a rock. Try and clear it of any danger for Adelaide City. Mullen. All the way back. Finds himself at Jordan Maricic's feet. Maricic. Halliday back to Matsumoto. Can they produce something here? It's Baresi now. Baresi tries to get something but can't quite get a pass. Juan Gutierrez. And will be a corner for Campbelltown City. The first of this game so far in the opening 2 minutes. Here at Steve Woodcock. Matsumoto to take the corner. Will we try and...
Of course, as well, you got another one, Adam Piscineri, who was just here last season and for many years as well. So a lot of people got something to prove, a point to prove tonight.
It's gone in deep. Pushing him. Safe hands. Claims it for the Adelaide City. Well, one of the first corners so far is a long ball. Daniel Bressan is looking at it, but Latanzio was on his way as well. All the numbers of fans in the Joe Natale balcony. Rightly so with this weather and the occasion tonight. It's been fitting to be under cover. Keeping warm. Looking to make it 7 in a row. Adelaide City. After last week's win against Raiders and the 5th against FK Belgrade. They're on a bit of a run now. As you also see a run. And it's going to be offside though, that's why he left it. Karachia
It's interesting as well. I'm just looking at the lineup for both teams. Obviously, you said only one inclusion from the Campbelltown team and a couple. Maybe you said one for the Adelaide City team as well.
No changes.
No changes. No. But the Campbelltown team I've seen in the past as well. They've obviously had Brandon centre front field there with Alex Mullen and Joe Allwright or Shoyo Yoshikawa, and obviously with the omission of both of those players, Brandon on the bench after an injury this week, looks like Baresi playing as that second striker where you'd usually see Alex Mullen. So a bit of a deeper role for him tonight, and the same as it was last week as well. But you've got two recognised number 9s up there now when they do have the ball in the team. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do there. And obviously, Yohei Matsumoto returns to the wing, where the last time I saw him here, he was playing as a fullback.
It's Buko now. Trying to find a way through. Garrett up a 2. Decides to go back. Stokes. See, trying to find their way through. Numbers in the way from Campbelltown City though. Find avenue through, as they do with Loretta Tunzio. Firing forward now for Adelaide City. The cities. Campbelltown City looking to get the keys to the city next weekend. The last game heading to the Cup final against the Marlborough Jets. Whipped over. Can they clear it? And they do. Campbelltown City. Josh Murray.
Yeah, there's a big clearance over there on the far touchline, and it was a quote that I remember playing school footy in the AFL type that they said in his wet weather is just get your boot on it. And that's just what he's done there.
Probably can't see it on the screens, but the rain is still continually falling. If you just spend at least 10 seconds in that rain, you will be instantly wet. So to play in these conditions, it will be a bit hard to play the best type of football if it gets any heavier. There's a quick turnover. It's Buko. And just like Buko does, gets himself in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't quite get the right finish though to get it into the back of the net.
Yeah, those early goals, Buko-esque. I remember him scoring in a round 1 fixture here a couple of years ago. 2 early goals in the first half, 1 from range, and I'm sure he thought back to that moment when he had that strike there. Really close to the near post there, but he probably just couldn't get around it as much as he hoped.
Woodland sends it along. Baresi. It's good to see Baresi in this fixture as well. Only last season where he had a long-term injury in a fixture against Adelaide City at this same venue. And something that looked like a career-ending injury to his leg. But he's obviously got himself to a position where he's able to return, play full fitness, and here he's there trying to put himself in the way. It's Kurt Oshinham. And Laurie Latanzio comes out second best in that encounter. Leads himself the foul.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's played his way into the team here today, Josh Baresi. The past couple of weeks, obviously that goal last week highlighting it, but in the last few weeks off the bench, he's really been able to hold it up, and he's been one of the big target men they've had this season.
It's currently 12 degrees down here this evening. Feels like 8.8 according to the Bureau of Meteorology. And it certainly does feel like 8.8 degrees, not 12 degrees, that's for sure. But I think it's that cold water that's pouring above us. There is expected to be a few mils of rain this evening, so it's not going to hold out though. It will be going, it won't be anything torrential, according to the Bureau.
You can see as well by this set piece how many players Campbelltown got back, the whole team in the box at the moment. So
sent in deep. Oh, Cocker-Rock was there.
That's how dangerous these set pieces are in this wet weather. I mean, that ball could ended up anywhere, and Kokorok's been lethal from the set piece in the first few rounds, I remember, and even as of late as well, him and Ayari Abachu. So I'm sure you're going to see one of those two on the end of a few tonight.
If you're not here tonight as well, you are missing out on something. You're missing out on the great catering. Pizza and chicken panini. Panini's down here tonight. Arturo's catering. Looking up the storm, and it smells absolutely delicious, doesn't it, Alessio?
Yeah, it does. Going to have one of them at half-time, but hopefully this game's got a bit of a feast on it as well in terms of goals.
Oh, well, it has that feeling to it as well. Tanzio gets it, does well to maintain possession, tries to get himself in an area and will win the foul and then give away. Will be a yellow for Halliday.
Well, how good is that as wing play for Luis Larry-Latanzi up against the big Marisic there, and he's shrugged him off, gone in behind, put his body in front of Halliday there, and it's an easy foul every day of the week from the referee. It's had a big impact on the game so far, Luis Larry-Latanzi, and I'm sure he's going to want to put a dagger in the heart of his old team.
Can he do it as early as 10 minutes into this fixture? So he can't put it past Luis Larry-Latanzi.
Obviously scored that fantastic goal last week. I don't even know how he stayed on his feet there when he chipped with his left foot, but I think he might have an opportunity in behind, and it's exactly what you want as a winger. This long ball game playing into the channels, and you get to face up against the defender. They don't want to touch you, otherwise they're going to foul you like that.
Just waiting for Daniel Cook. He's sent in, bit deep, but no one there able to get the head on it. The only one available was Daniel Bressan, but just couldn't quite get the height.
Yeah, I think you can see there from Paul Pezos on the edge of your screen saying keep it low, Adam, next time, because that ball was just really hard to get as an attacker on the far post. And knuckleball straight to your head is going to be a lot more difficult than a low fizzed ball in that might get deflections and might find its way to the back of the net. So I think in the next few you might see him played a bit low and hard and create some havoc in that box there. Another foul on the far side for Josh Murray.
Halliday. Sent straight out into the dugout. Just don't get any my card because I parked it there tonight. One of the best things about this venue, being able to park in close proximity to the commentary box and the pitch. The worst thing is you might get a boot to the windscreen. Nothing insurance can't fix. That's why you team up with REA, NPLSA.
Great ball from Stokes there.
It's Adelaide City, an early shot. Falls out to only to Buko. The curl on that almost went into the corner, and he knew how close he was with that reaction. And just a millimetre away, I reckon he would have been able to get it into that top corner. Alessio.
Yeah, well, you can tell from the off of this game, Adelaide City's game plan is working a treat at the moment against Campbelltown. They seem to be having all the chances, and Campbelltown can't seem to get out of their half at the moment. So even if this is not the game for the prettiest of football, the long ball game seems to work for Adelaide City, and they're definitely getting first of these second balls at the moment.
Abachu, centre of the park. Chased back down by Juan Gutierrez. Bressan. Campbelltown City. Didn't get an early opportunity up front. Adelaide City probably had the most recent opportunities. Karachia now tries to get through, but Woodlands does well.
Yeah, great read from the keeper there. Come out early, and you know in a game like this, ball over the top just skids a bit too far than you expected. So these both keepers have to be on their front foot tonight.
That's in the 14th minute of play. Third of the way into this first half. Neither side able to break the deadlock just yet. But it's got that feeling that Adelaide City could be the team to get the early goal, but you never know in occasions like tonight between two very big clubs facing out against each other. Anything can happen. But recent form is fairly equal. Just a quick around the grounds as well. Still exact same scoreline down at Para Hills against Beergrad.
Bit of a tackle off the ball there, Larry Latanzio and Marisic again. Not sure the Lions person saw that one, but looks like nothing doing at this stage.
Just a bit of history as well in the last 4 matchups between these two teams as well. Campbelltown City have won on all occasions. The last time Adelaide City were able to beat Campbelltown was back in 2022.
That was in a semi-final in the final series just before they secured their treble, I think.
Yes, 3-2 win. And the week prior was a 0 draw at Adelaide City's home ground. I was down there that one, commentating alongside Vas Parhas and Dave Carosi, both making their debut in commentary back then. That was only my first full season in NPL as well that year. Just my second.
Great ball over the top from Bucco. This has got the break.
And it gets through. Luis Loritanjo just made it through, but fortunately for him, Marlon was there. Used his body well to get in the way between Latanzio and the ball. Any chance for Adelaide City was quickly swept away. Woodlands. Herchich. Juan Gutierrez for Adelaide City. Finds Karachia, but just offside. But it's been left.
It's good to see his transition into the side as well. Pat Karachia over the first few rounds of the season, it didn't seem like he could get a sniff. They had a couple of injuries. It looks like Dorber must be injured for quite a while at the moment as well. We'll wait for this to play out. But it looks like he's found his way back into the team, as well as Adam Piscineri, who missed out in the first few rounds as well off the bench. But it looks like they're both cemented themselves into the team in the way that Adelaide City play. And with the form they got at the moment, it's probably hard to drop them. Obviously got the youngster Liali as well on the bench to see what he can do in his first game in the first team for them. But seems like by all accounts he's been doing quite well in the reserve, so he's deserved this call up as well.
And listening to his game for Solomon Islands against New Zealand, a 3-0 loss though for his side. Could just hear his name being called a lot as he was on the ball, creating some good opportunities for his country.
Hit the post, didn't he, I think?
Yeah, he had a really good chance to score late in that game as well. And all I could hear was his name being called a lot of the time. And it's a very exciting player to have in our league.
Great ball from Santafanti.
And deal with it. Managed to deal with it.
Kept in expertly by all right there.
Matsumoto finds Marino. No one's there to try and cause havoc. City.
Yeah, you can see the ball just get away from some of the Campbelltown attackers when they're trying to get forward as well. Obviously that skid after your first touch is going to take it a bit more than you expect, so Murray's got to look out for that as well if he's driving to the midfield where there's more players, if he keeps that closer. But turnover here.
Matsumoto can't keep on his feet, but we'll look out. Just on Rafael Liai as well. In his senior career so far as a striker, he's in 75 senior club and international games, he's netted 107 goals. So it really just shows how good he is in front of goal. Could be just that extra lethal weapon that Adelaide City need up front for the remainder of the season. It's Matsumoto. Short. Deflection. Falls back to him again. Tries to find Alex Mullen. He found himself offside. A few people braving the weather out here tonight, Alessio.
Yeah, there is a, I think it must have been an old commentary booth next to us to the left on the Campbelltown stand on the hill here. So it's undercover for them, and the rain seems like it's quite intermittent at the moment, so hopefully they don't get too wet and it doesn't leak, that old facility. Good pressure there from Matsumoto though.
I feel like the floor might fall before the leaks, I think. That wetness of the ground below him.
Looks like it's got a double floor actually.
Oh, it's got double. That's all good then. I didn't doubt that. Would have liked to park my car right next to us and just commentated from the car. That would have been fun.
Yeah, back in the old days, I mean, we talk about old commentary booths. At least ours is in the back of a ute today, but
hey, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
I don't know if it'll have much protection, but could have a mattress in there, get nice and comfy. Couch maybe.
Sent in deep. Maybe too deep. Mullen gets on the end of it with his head. It will be a goal kick. Hey, I don't think I'll be commentating if there was a mattress in the back of the car. I'd probably be asleep by this point in the game. Especially with the rain pouring on the outside. Just put you to sleep, like a baby. Quite soothing. Sounds of the rain just pouring down. Sent in deep. Can I do something? Adelaide City, Bucco tries to slot it through. Mullen gets in the way. And Campbelltown City regaining possession. Got to say, in the commentary box here, it's actually not too bad, the weather. It's just a couple of drifts, but considering what it's like out there, those players will really copy the brunt of it.
Yeah, it definitely is as dry as it can be up here, and it's obviously not too windy at the moment. Fingers crossed, but
don't talk too soon, mate.
At least we've got some tree coverage. You don't have too much of that down south at South Adelaide where you guys were the other week.
I was there for a school soccer game, but not for NPL. Mullen. Back to Mullen, his cousin, Alex Mullen. He's playing against his brother on Saturday in the Australia Federation Cup final. See, qualifying himself into the Australia Cup. He'll be jetting off to Queensland. I think they're playing Moreton Bay from memory. I wonder if it's the same place where Moreton Bay bugs are. They're absolutely delicious. I don't know if you've ever had one before, but
I don't think so. I think my parents might have. They used to talk about them when we went camping, I think.
I'm not a massive seafood person, but can't get past that. Can Campbelltown get an early lead? And it's being knocked over by Mark Marino, but it was an early chance again for Campbelltown City.
What a ball there. It was Joel Allwright, I think, who fizzed that one in, and it was an expert ball just over the top of the defender in a rock and landed right on the foot of Mark Marino. Maybe he could have taken it first time if he was lucky, but tried to go over the keeper, and he's probably a bit too close to the touchline to even try that, and he just put it over the top.
That would have been a great highlights reel, showing the Mark Marino goal in the RA NPLSA highlights at the end of the week, and would have had the start of it talking about bugs, Moreton Bay bugs, and how delicious they are. So I'm kind of happy he didn't score in that moment. Now City look to try and turn it over. Woodlands gets out, does well. May have come off. Yeah, looked like he may have had a collision there, but he just built it a tiny bit.
Touch got away from all right there.
Now, can they produce something early on? It looks like there may have been a deflection.
Or not.
No, it's gone.
Might have just been moving away with the movement of the shot there, but it was a turnover there for Joe. All right, he got in between two defenders and tried to get a touch that would see him get out of that gap, but on a game like this, in a pitch like this at the moment, that touch has got to be way closer to you, and I don't think you can really gamble on trying to flick it in between two that time, and danger averted for the time being for Campbelltown.
It's Mullen. Has to control with his head, but it's Luis Latanzio does well to get into the area. Cause some havoc. Baresi back for City, Campbelltown City that is. Baresi on the run, does well. Gets himself around Orico and sends it in the area. Can they produce something here? It's Marino. Tries to make a turn, just couldn't quite get there. And City try and get back on the counter as quickly as possible. Just not for a throw.
Great end-to-end attack in that game. Laurie Latanzio was just on the end there in front of the box and got away from Daniel Mullen for a second there, but his delivery was deflected out. Josh Baresi was on the attack. Had a great ball in, but Mark Marino just couldn't seem to sit down, get the ball to sit down before he took a strike. He wasn't facing the right way either, but end-to-end, that's what we love in this game, and hope to see more of it and hope to see more completions from the end of them as well.
Patrick Carachia sends it long. Here's Laurie Latanzio, does well. Keeps it in. Trying to find that moment to try and get it into a dangerous position. It's Bucco. Plays it to Juan Gutierrez. Nelson just playing it out the back again. Kieran Stokes.
Turnover this time from a rock.
It's Marino. Playing to Matsumoto. It's got Baresi there who's calling for it. Will he use him? Goes on his own. It's forced in the middle. And he just absolutely shanked it into nowhere, and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, it was another big opportunity there for Matsumoto on the break again. Campbelltown seemed like he had the space, obviously cut in, but I think his body shape was all wrong when he set up for that shot. Facing the opposite line as well, and he tried to whip it around. It's always going to be difficult to do, and fortunately that time he put it where the koalas live. It's going to be Oshenham now, though. This goal kick. Looks like we're going to go short as he got Yared Abichu to his left. Busan now not much to go forward with, and he deflects it back, and now Baresi's got him behind of Yared Abichu. Deflected off, and Dakota Oshenham with a good save to put it behind for a corner. Another one for Campbelltown City. That was playing with fire there at the back there, Adelaide City. Trying to play out from danger. The deflected ball had a wicked spin to it. And it looked like Baresi got ahead of Yared Abichu, have a strike, and the deflection's almost wrong-footed to go to Dakota Oshenham back for a corner.
Matsumoto getting ready to take that corner now. Thanks, Alessio. Sent in. It's deep. Mullen gets the head to it. Still alive, though. Looks like Halliday is there. Can they try and get it in? They can't. It's quickly turned over now. City. Long ball. It's gone straight to the hands of Woodlands. Quickly from a great opportunity for Adelaide City to try and produce something nice. Quickly turning it over. And losing any chance. Missionary. Great little back heel. And that's one. Gutierrez.
Great move from Adelaide City there. They took their time with it, played a little triangle in and out there. Great ball in behind, and Missionaries let it go. And the run of Juan Gutierrez was accepted and played through, and big deflection on that. Gone behind for another corner. Seems to be the game of set pieces so far.
It's currently 30 minutes into this fixture. Still nil all between these two sides. Can either side break that deadlock? Well, it's Missionary on the end of it for this corner for Adelaide City. Sends it in deep. No one there. It's going back out. They want to try and get it back in. They can't get anywhere just yet. It's in deep. No one there to get it.
Great ball though from Jared Abichu on his right foot. And we'll see defensive midfielders flipping balls in, but he's done that time, and now Marino's on the far break on the left here.
It's Marino tries to get in, does well again. Stokes. Just if you're wondering, it is only 32 minutes into this fixture. Nil all at the moment. We do apologise. There is no scoreboard. It's being worked on, but it is a country nationwide issue, so it's not localised. So we will try and keep you updated on the scoreline. So. Okay.
Adelaide City now recycle this ball.
Great camera operators doing a great job. Brian is learning tonight, and what a night to learn in the rain. Alongside Chris, an experienced commentator, camera operator.
Ball there from Marisic to find Marino's feet.
Now Matsumoto trying to find a way forward. Does well with the back pass. With Mullen. Matsumoto again finds himself a great opportunity to play it through. That slippery weather and conditions. Just playing a little bit of an issue at the moment. Draw all right. Went for a sixer, or was that Maury?
I think it was Maury on the far side. A couple of players maybe they've got to change to the medals at half time.
Bucco.
Another great flick from Bressan. There's two of them in this half so far.
"35 minutes. Sent in, has gone straight to Dakota Oshinem. No doubting him, experienced goalkeeper.
Great distribution as well from him, finding almost the halfway line.
No team able to find the back of the net just yet, but they're no strangers to doing so. It's a little bit of a surprise that it is still nil all at this time of the game. However, these conditions do make it a little bit harder to find something. The rain just not giving up. Stokes. Just carrying Stokes on the run. That rain's just really getting heavier now as we near the halfway mark. 9 minutes away from half-time. Still nil all between these two teams. Unable to get a goal into the back of the net. That's how it works in a game of football. You need it in the back of the net to be a goal.
Well, Campbelltown as well, shooting towards their home end in the second half. Maybe that can pull the ball into the back of the net. We've got Larry Latanzi on the right here.
As he makes his way into the area. It's Bressan! Oh my goodness! Daniel Bressan gets himself in the right position and slots it right into the top corner. And you can hear the beeping of the horns as they are in front over Campbelltown City.
What a finish to break the deadlock in this game. Daniel Bressan, I mean, I think he's a top scorer for Adelaide City this season, quite a few, and he just adds to that compilation with another screamer here at Campbelltown City. Cut back there from Larry Latanzi and absolutely rifled into the top right. I mean, a lot of the keepers, I'm sure, expecting a ball to be whipped in there, but he's gone for the shot into the top right. It's 1-0 to Adelaide City.
Wowee. 38 minutes into this fixture. Campbelltown City go behind thanks to a Daniel Bressan goal for Adelaide City. And what a goal it is. I'd say it'll be a contender for goal of the week. Still early days though, only the first goal in this round of 17. But sometimes that's the time when those goals get scored. However, around the grounds, Tara Hill's down 1-0 to FK Belgrade in that 34th minute at the moment. Paddocks. It'll be a soggy occasion down there as well. David and Seb O'Neill bringing the action down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's Larry Latanzi's hard work. It's all been in this first half so far. He's got the reward with an assist there tonight, but what a start he's had to this first half. He's been such a threat on this right side, near to our cameraman here. Finally got a cut back there that really paid off, got the assist, and Daniel Bressan just keeps that highlight reel going of his goals this season. In midfield, you don't really see him scoring so many, but I remember him scoring a hat-trick, I think, last season, and he's got quite a few this season. He's been on a couple penalties as well, but that's got to be one of the highlights of the season for him so far.
Absolutely. Berezi. Bucco. Ball through, but Woodlands read that well. Got out just in time. Campbelltown. We've got just a little over 5 minutes left in this first half to try and redeem themselves as they're currently 1-0 down to Adelaide City. Woodlands got to be careful, especially in these conditions. Bressan is eager to try and get his second goal. Campbelltown will have to be careful, especially with these wet, soggy moments in this game. Someone's got the PA, I think, in the got a hold of the microphone of the PA, by the sounds of it. A little kid just, don't know what they were saying on the PA there, Alessio. Couldn't quite get it.
Couldn't hear it myself there. It must be the microphone. I think that's what the one that the president talks to before the start of the game and half-time, but
one of the kids got a hold of it. It's Mullen. New Mullen. Very experienced defender in the A-League for many years.
Touches evaded Halliday there. That was the wet conditions coming into play yet again. Campbelltown really just can't seem to get forward as fluently as they usually do in the past, but Adelaide City, this form they've got at the moment is undeniable, and their attack has really been firing as of recent. I mean, as you said, they really don't have a recognised number 9 or goal scorer at the moment, but the way they shared it around and the way they've attacked as a team, doesn't matter who's on the end, it's going to find the back of the net. Great ball from Stokes there with the pace of the wet conditions is absolutely can drive it into the 9 there with no contest.
Dakota Oshinen. His blue strip tonight. I don't quite like that blue strip. Really fades into white down the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's got the same kind of gradient as their pink kit they have for the away kit, where it fades into the gradient, as you said, at the bottom of the shirt, sky blue at the bottom, but does look very outstanding in it as well.
Sierra Dabatu. Finds Parachia in that area, but couldn't quite get the ball to him in time.
I've got to say, though, that for the majority of the pitch, it does hold up quite well. They've kept it in great nick. Probably only right on that centre spot where you take kick-off, and in Dakota Oshinen goal, that's probably the worst at the moment. But otherwise, maybe there isn't a need for too many players with metal studs out there tonight. It seems like it's quite soft underfoot. And it's quite short as well, so don't really have to dig in too much.
It's Marino. Tries to get a run forward. Number 2, putting some pressure on. It's Matsumoto. Yohei Matsumoto. Let's go back to Mullen. Daniel Mullen, that is. Campbelltown just trying to find the momentum forward. Yohei Matsumoto. And to Mori. Winning the throw in.
Trying to get those early balls in low, which is always difficult to defend. Put it in that area of uncertainty, as they say, in front of the keeper, behind the defence. And that's what Murray looks like he's been doing. Every time he gets the ball out of his feet straight away, looking for a low cross. But it's been blocked a few times now, and the players not reading in the middle as well. So they've really got to lock onto his game if they're going to get another opportunity from that.
Berezi to Halliday. Ball to Dakota. Found its way from Jordan Maricic. Trying to whip it in. Woodlands. Daniel Mullen. Middle. Mark Marino. Pressure from Cocker Rock. Now Bucco does well. Stays on his feet. Gets it on his right. Goes to the shot. It almost looked like he was going towards goal, but Woodlands did well.
Great little attack there from Nicholas Bucco. Picked it up after the loose touch from the Campbelltown player. Got his body in front of Mark Marino as well to avoid a foul or even grab one if he could, but didn't look like he got a hold of that shot as much as he would like, and it probably fizzled into the bottom corner instead of being rifled into the top as he usually does. But with that skid as well, it's always difficult for a keeper. You're going to want to get it away from you as quickly as you can, no matter what. So as long as he had enough behind it, the keeper, I'm sure he's okay with where it's gone.
Sent in deep. Francesi straight onto the, or almost onto the sun panels, solar panels. Just over in the grounds. And the other fixture of the NPL, FK Belgrade up 2-0 over Para Hills. Massive 3 points for them. A live ladder at the moment as this game is currently 1-0 to Adelaide City. Adelaide City find themselves in 3rd position, whilst Campbelltown City have now dropped down to 5th place on 27 points. Adelaide City have just jumped over Adelaide Comets and Campbelltown. As it's sent in, can they try and get a second? It looks like a ping pong. More like a pinball, sorry. Juan Gutierrez back on the end of it. And it's sent in! And just nicked over the top. I reckon that could be a corner. But no, it didn't touch the hands of Woodlands.
Maybe kissed the crossbar on the way through, but it looks like Alex Mullen's down. He was one of the recipients of that ping pong that happened in the middle there. And he's going to have at least a half to walk it off and get some treatment now, but might have got one in the unmentionables, I reckon.
Maybe so. Yeah, looks like he did. Well, we're at the halftime break. It is a bad time, or maybe a good time for the rain to stop, because now we can go and get some food down there. We've got the porchetta rolls and the chicken rolls. That's what you're missing out on if you're at home. So make sure you head out to a game soon, because the area NPLSA is some great football and great atmosphere to be involved in. And what a great game of football we've had so far, with a great goal from Bressan. Probably not the best game of football, I must add, but it's been good considering the conditions here tonight. Alessio will be back for the second half.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here. Johnny Kego and Alessio Carocci to bring you the second half. Adelaide City and Campbelltown City. Currently, Adelaide City winning 1-0 at halftime. Welcome back. Steve Woodcock, myself, Johnny Keko, and Alessio Carocci to bring you the second half of football. We do apologise that there will be no scoreboard or timer on the screen throughout the game, but we do tell you that they will be working as hard as across the country to try and get it back. It's not just us, it's across the country, so we do apologise, but we've still got football. That is the main thing. As we get underway, Bullcoat plays it back. Now City take that early lead as well. It is 1-0 for Adelaide City in that black and white strip. Can they get an early goal again to extend their lead? It's Pat Caroccia. Caroccia gets in the way, but it will be a goal kick in these early stages of the second half. Did miss that early goal as well. Was from Daniel Bressan. Scored a cracking goal, which will be a contender for goal of the week. However, may have spoke too soon when that goal did go in, because there's another contender in the other game. Massimo Falco scoring a cracking goal for FK Belgrade. It's sent in deep. Technical issues across the board, but we do apologise. It's not nothing FSA or us can do. They're doing their best, but that's what happens in these conditions across Australia. And you're dealing with technology. Daniel Mullen playing out from the back. Campbelltown City. Back four at the moment. 1-0 down. Mori to Matsumoto. Back to Mori. Just trying to find that way through. Rock just putting that pressure on Mori. Finds it back to himself. It's Mullen tries to trick it through, but Scaneri gets in the way. Now Campbelltown City try and defend Adelaide City on the attack, but quickly turn back in their favour. It's Baresi. Finds Marino. Bucco. Francesi. Over to Matsumoto. Now Campbelltown City. Can they get something here? It's Baresi. Just this weather as well. It's causing a quick turnover of the ball as Mori is back on it. Plays it out. Gets into the area. And it's Marino.
Looked like he was falling in before he got the touch there, so I don't think the referee has anything to worry about that challenge. But it's a good ball again from Mori. He's gone low again, like we said in the first half, and dangerous area yet again, and maybe next time Marino wants to get a touch onto that spin and shoot, just like I think it was a couple of weeks ago where it was played into Alex Mullen. He did that in a similar area.
Cocker-Rock tries to find Karachia. Does well. Can he try and get it through, though? Alex Mullen. Goes Franchetti with the throw. Back to Bucco. Cocker-Rock.
Looks like Adelaide City are readying one of their substitutes. It is going to be a debut for that man, Rafael Leali. Looks like he's getting ready. He's going to be early sub here, which is interesting to see as well. I mean, maybe he's that raring to go, and Pezos is that excited to get him on the park, but Adelaide City are doing quite well without him at the moment.
And it's sent in, and what a goal!
What did I tell you, Nicholas Booker, Steve Woodcock, this is what he does. And he's produced another classic here for us, ahead of us. Go celebrates with the fans on that side. What a goal, Johnny.
Oh, Nicholas Booker. It's just a Nicholas Booker goal, isn't it? And what a way to do it. It is now 2-0 for Adelaide City. And Nicholas Booker, he doesn't score the easy ones. He only scores the hard ones. And that one there is one for the history books. 2-0 to Adelaide City. 7 minutes into the second half. And wowie, what a goal.
Now Paul Pezos can look for that substitution, maybe rest a couple of players, 2-0 up, and it looks like, is it going to be Bucco to come off as well? What a last touch to have in this game, hey?
What a touch as well, and it will be that man there, Rafael Leai, coming on. 20 years old, plays for Solomon Islands, and now making his senior debut for the Adelaide City. A big debut for him. Can he get on the score sheet? He scored just over 100 goals and a little over 70 plus senior matches across club and international football. So definitely knows how to score it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the man he's just come on for knows how to score him as well. I'm sure he's got over 100 now in the black and white of Adelaide City. But the personal highlight reel of Bucco bangers, that's just added another chapter to the book. Another interesting tale to this game as well. 2-0 down is the home side, Campbelltown, and the run of Adelaide City. Hey, 7 in a row they're looking for.
And that is a great title for a autobiography. Bucco Bangers.
His side down there, and it's going to be a yellow card to Campbelltown. They just can't handle Adelaide City at the moment. And I wonder if it looks like Bucco's getting a bit of strapping there. Could be a hamstring he's come off with, Johnny. So maybe he didn't want to dribble anymore and just shoot from range. Maybe it was Paul Pezos in his ear saying, "You're going to come off in a second. I want to get Rafa on." And he said, "Hold up.
Then we score one more goal before Rafa shows me up."
It's going to be Piscineri. Looks like he lined up Ronaldo S for a knuckleball, but looks like, I reckon he's going to shoot from here, Johnny.
Straight to Dakota Oshingham. Not much work there for Dakota to do, the experienced goalkeeper.
Great long ball though to Josh Murray. If he can get on the end of this, he's got to get it first time, but just carries a bit too much in this wet weather. It hasn't been working at the moment, the long balls for Campbelltown. Yes, I'm really excited to see this young man for Adelaide City in the number 8 shirt, made famous by a couple of players in the past. Obviously, you've got Joe Costa, who was pivotal in their success over the last few years.
Now, it's Rafa Leai who will be donning that number 8. Can he try and get goal to just seal that win for him, hopefully to make it number 7, to get number 8 next week. Sorry, no, in 2 weeks' time. They've got to get past today. So much at this moment, 56 minutes. 2-0 to Adelaide City, the away team in this fixture.
Taking all the time in the world there was Matt Dorber. Looks like he is supporting the Adelaide City team from the sidelines here. Got a good touch on that one, so he must not be too far away. Good climb there from Alex Mullen. He's gone over the back of Paddy Karachiat. Seems like everything's going against Campbelltown at the moment. They're really got to get something back into this game if they want to create a contest here.
Canary once again gets himself behind it, so we'll try and go from distance. When he slotted into Rafa Liai, and there's a run being made. Goes for it himself, sends it deep.
He's tried a few of them now. I think he's got to really try and change it up. Whip one in now after a while. He's tried a couple of those knuckleballs. One didn't trouble the keeper as it went almost down, and that ball to try and get a new ball just went over the back fence as well. From it looks like the assistant coach there, Les Pogliomi. Now they got another 2 balls on the pitch, but yeah, if they want to get a better ball into the box, Adelaide City, they've got to try whip every now and then. Don't think that skidded ball is going to work every time.
Sent short. Cocker Marino fell straight to his feet. Can they try and get that forward as quickly as possible? A lot of work to be done. 2-0 down to Adelaide City. Just over 30 minutes left in this fixture. It's Maury, falls straight to him, but couldn't stand on his feet. He does. I think it was handball. Will be free kick for Campbelltown City. Sorry, Adelaide City.
Yeah, he must have not opted to wear the metal studs out to the second half. He did have a slip in the first half there, but looked like that one. He was obviously running backwards. It's always tough to control that and still stay on your feet when you're running backwards, but fell on the ground that time. Might have handballed it in the process, but be another free kick to Adelaide City, and looks like they might have some other subs getting ready to come on. Harry Thomas is the one that's in front of us now. With this 2-0 lead, they have the opportunity to get some minutes into some other players possibly. And
that leap from Rafael Liai. It just made it look like he jumped almost a couple of metres in the air.
Yeah, we might have the athletic genes just the same as Adelaide Narabono, who's not too tall, but boy can he leap. And just yet to see what else he can do on the ball now.
Well, he had a few shots during that game against New Zealand. I think it was the OFC Cup. And listening to the commentary on that game, I couldn't quite watch the game as I was driving, so I listened to it. But all I could hear is Rafael Liai running down that right wing and just causing a little bit of havoc, despite losing 3-0 in that fixture. They did manage to get a few opportunities. It seemed like most of them came through Rafa, the 20-year-old international. Very bright prospect.
Looks like Campbelltown readying a sub as well, and young Nick Graves as well, so it's going to be a winger to come on, and they're really going to try and rectify this attacking issue at the moment. They can't seem to make any clear-cut chances.
Yeah, it's Marino. Marino's going to try and get through, but just finding it hard at the moment. Getting in the way, Kieran Stokes again. Done it a few times so far this fixture.
Looks like it's going to be a double sub as well. Brandon Santafanti to come on as well. He missed out on the squad last week, must have been due to an injury, so he'll come back in now, and again maybe that's going to push Alex Mullen forward as well. Here's Liai though.
Can he do something? Rafa Liai tries to get it on his left. Can he get it around Woodlands? He's been taken out as well, but he's back on his feet and trying to get on that score sheet early. It's Rafa Liai in for the last few minutes.
Probably not used to this weather as well. Coming to Australia, he would have thought, oh, maybe we'll get a bit of a summer holiday here, but he's come during the winter months and tough game to come straight into, slipping on your feet there. So
had some trials in A-League teams as well, so and now found himself in South Australia, where a lot of Oceanic players have recently moved to. Sent in. Can they do something here? Adelaide City. Yared over to there with the fault, but it's fall to Woodlands for a goal kick. Indy starting to pick up. Across the pitch. The rain has stayed away for the second half. I don't know what I prefer more, Alessio, this cold wind or the not so cold but very wet rain earlier.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but Campbelltown seems to be making 2 attacking subs. It is those 2 forward players who are going to be substituted off, Marino and Baresi, for Graves and Brandon Centofanti. So that is 2 not so much like-for-like replacements. That's a striker and probably a second striker or a 10. Marino chucks us being a bit of an anger there. They're not too happy with that substitution, but it's going to be a winger to come on. Nicholas Graves to that left side. Brandon Centofanti the base in midfield. Looks like Matsumoto has joined him in there, and Alex Mullen's gone up top there on the right at the moment, but I think might be changing after this.
Ozu gets in the way. Matsumoto. Now Mullen. Alex Mullen tries to find Mori, but couldn't get there in time. Daniel Mullen just trying to get to the ball before Raffaelli does as well, but it will be up for a throw for his side. To be taken by Connor Stefanti. Matsumoto. Stefanti trying to find Mori.
Get him stuck in early here is Brandon Centofanti. Good spin for Murray.
Murray sends it across. Can they do something? I think it's Graves on the end of it. Calls for a pen. I think there were from the bench. Campbelltown forced out back. Try and get their way forward. It's Mullen. Good first touch from Alex Mullen. Finds Matsumoto. In position not quite right for Mori.
Very similar to the Bressan one, in fact. That was the right wing, got all the way down there in Matsumoto, but probably pulled back a bit too far for Josh to spin around and put one on target there. But it's good signs. The subs have worked at the moment. They really put themselves about in the game. Nicholas Graves early in that left side making an attack forward, and Brandon Santafanti getting stuck in and winning some 50-50s in the middle.
Anyone tuning in, it is 65 minutes into this second half, or 65 minutes into this fixture. Adelaide City, the away team, currently up 2-0. We do apologise for any technical issues that we are experiencing during this fixture with the scoreboard. But just so you know, the full team are behind it, working their hardest from isolated issues. But something bigger than that, so we'll try and get onto it as soon as possible. But for now, we do have football streamed to your room, so you're still able to follow the action, which is the best part. Rafa, the eye, tries to get on the end of it again. City extend their lead. Currently 2-0 up. Will Campbelltown City be able to find a way through? There's been games this season where Campbelltown have been able to fight till the end. Could this be one of them? Ball finds its way to Dakota Oshnam. Just letting it go, trying to bring out Maury a little bit deeper. Kokoro is back to Dakota Oshnam. That's from Adelaide. Fanti now finds its way to Alex Mullen. Matsumoto. Reconnaissance Fanti. Daniel Mullen. Needs the pressure put on by Karachia. Chested down by Maury. So I can really just get those passes up. It's being turned over. All right. Matsumoto. Out to Centofanti. Connor Centofanti whips it in. Into the hands of Dakota Oshnam. This game's really just settled down now, hasn't it? Unless there's not really any firing chances on either end.
Yeah, it seems like both teams have settled after those subs and those goals as well. Looks like Adelaide City haven't been able to get it forward as much, and Campbelltown just haven't been able to connect their passes either. So it's going to be a big coaching role for the last 20 or so minutes in this game to see what either side can do. You can tell the vocal atmosphere of the pitch has gotten a bit louder as Alex Mullen's trying to push his team on and trying to salvage something out of this game. They can't do this at home in front of their home fans, and especially after they've obviously been undefeated the last 5, but only 2 wins and quite a few draws there.
Stokes. Karachia. City moving from the back again through. Number 2. Stokes. Number 2 again. Long ball. Woodlands. A lot of long balls so far in this fixture. So due to that downpour earlier, it's really just changed that game a little bit. Maury getting pulled off the ball slightly. Matsumoto now finds himself behind it, gets in a great position. Can he get in the scoring position here again? It will be a corner for Campbelltown City.
Big opportunity there for Matsumoto. He did try to delay there a couple of times and maybe try and get a square. Maybe that imposing figure of Dakota Oshnam in goals was hard to try and find a corner against, but he's got the corner at the moment. Let's see what he can do with it, but probably should have shot there, maybe across the keeper.
Mullen was the target. Sent in again. Holiday finds its way back to Matsumoto. In deep. No heads there in the box. Jordan Maricic finds his way.
Great touch there from Graves, but it's got away with him. The second one. On the break here now, Adelaide City. Larry Latunzio.
Can he get here? Woodlands is off his line. He's fighting all the way down. And great defending. Will be up for a corner. Dictionary to take that corner. There will be a substitution. Jared Abatu calling it a day. And it's Luca Fabrizio to take his place.
Yeah, I did think I heard earlier there Paul Pezos was asking me, "You okay? Can you keep going?" And after that corner happened, he thought, "I'm going to make the sub now." Get the young defensive midfielder on, and Fabrizio started a couple of games this season, come off the bench and more, but Jared Abatu's had a fantastic run in the last few weeks, scoring some late winners, having a big role to play in that midfield of Adelaide City, and going to get a deserved rest. And obviously they've got the rest next week as well, but I'm sure they'll be training and maybe even playing some scratch matches on that Saturday next week.
Looks like Woodlands is chasing the hate you at the looks of it. Just that timing, comedic timing. To Marlon. Campbelltown City. Only 16 minutes. Just any additional time to try and get back into this after being 2-0 down. It looks Adelaide City probably the more dominant of the two. But this could be a great chance for Campbelltown to get back in it and just quickly butchered again. It's not quite the pinpoint accurate Campbelltown City that we know that they can be.
No, but it was an excellent ball there from Centofanti. Again, he's getting on the ball just like you want for a midfielder coming onto a game like this. Just a quick touch and knew that there was somebody out wide left there. It was Graves, who wants to go 1v1 on his defender every time. But with the conditions at the moment, he just got that touch too far away from him. Great touch from Mullen to Matsumoto this time.
Oh my goodness! Yoho Matsumoto! He gets one back for Campbelltown City, and they could be back into this fixture just when we thought it was done and dusted. But that end of the park is where some crackers are coming from this game.
I'll tell you what, that near post has got no spiderwebs in it anymore after today. An absolutely rifled shot into the top right corner, unsavable for Dakota Oshunam, and game on here. Campbelltown are back in this. What a flick from Mullen and Matsumoto on the end of it. We did mention just earlier, a couple of minutes before that, we had the opportunity to shoot first time in a similar area, but he opted to delay and looked to cut it back. This time he did opt to go first time, and that's what you get. Catch the keeper off guard, put it into an area where keepers don't really want to dive, especially when the post is that close to them. You don't want to collide with it, and paid dividends now for him, Matsumoto. Had a tough start to the season, not many goals, but in the last couple he's got a few.
Now, can they do one back again? Adelaide City to send their lead back to 2. They can't quite just yet.
Big save there from Woodlands. Again, another Adelaide City former player.
Well, a lot of work still to be done by Campbelltown City. It's 2-1 now for Adelaide City. And the viewers watching on YouTube currently commenting and going berserk. Can't quite understand what they're saying, but
I'm sure they're probably seeing the table between these two and maybe not expecting so many goals, or maybe expecting one team to win over the other, but at the moment it's real game on.
The comment on there, there's a bit of a barrier with the language barrier, but there's no barrier with football. Football is a different language. speaks to everyone in the world.
Good defending there from French there. Obviously deployed at left back. On back to his Campbelltown days, I'm sure he wouldn't have expected that in the next few years following, but seems to be holding a roll back there at the moment.
Matsumoto just goes to Mori. Now set to Fanti. Washington with the fist. Only as far as Halliday looks up to see his positioning. And
It's unfortunate. He did go for the spectacular there, young Nick Graves, but the youngster on the opposite end, Fabrizio, put his head in the danger area and won the foul. It's unfortunate though, because I think no matter what he got onto that, he was going to fall to Brandon Santafonte on the edge of the box to have a strike. So he's missed out that time, and it's another free kick. Looks like Harry Thomas has been warming up for a while. He might be making his way onto the pitch soon.
Interesting to see him come on.
Another left footer. He's been deployed at left back as well over the time, but
both sides only made two substitutions each so far. Campbelltown have done that one double substitute.
So obviously Adelaide City got one stoppage left to do any substitutions if they choose to, so they've got to be really careful with what they do now.
Campbelltown have that only that one use so far. Seems like the commenters on YouTube are pretty happy with the scoreline.
Scores around the ground as well. It's still 2-0 to FK Beargrad as well, so that's a result at least that looks like it's almost secured in the last 20 minutes or so to go. But this one, he's really got a lot left to play in it.
Campbelltown City never give up. They haven't lost to Adelaide City since 2022. And here's a chance. Tanzio was trying to find his way through.
Seems like every time the ball's on the break for Adelaide City, it's Larry Latanzio's on the end of it. So if by the end of tonight he doesn't get a goal, I'm sure he'd be quite disappointed that he hasn't. But been in the right areas at least, and he can be happy with that.
Daniel Mullen. The ball was searching for Maury, but Maury just couldn't quite get in the right position.
Yeah, he was trying to obviously try and whip that around the centre back, put it in an area where he comes out and maybe commits too much with a skid, but got it wrong that time. Connor Santafonte.
Time was a little bit wasting for Campbelltown City.
Great skills from Matsumoto though.
Matsumoto
will win the foul as well. A little quick flip flap on the near touch line, and Connor Santafonte goes early, but
we make our way into the final 10 minutes between this fixture. Round 17, Adelaide City 2-1 up over Campbelltown City. Short time left for the home side to get back into this. Only moments ago, Yohei Matsumoto getting that goal to bring a little bit of hope back for the Red Devils. Rafael Liai trying to cause a bit of havoc on that side as well.
it was
In his debut fixture.
some brotherly inception there with Brandon and Connor Santafonte on the near side, marking him out just quickly there. And it looks like it's Daniel Mullen in the middle of the park trying to get his boot back on. Kind of find that hard with gloves on. I don't think he's got the grip capabilities to try and put that back in, but
Need one of those shoehorns sent out to him soon. I've got one of those. Work a treat. Nicholas Graves. It's all right. Tried to look for Matsumoto, but goes Conoscente instead. Gets sent out. Nicholas Francesi. 81.5 minutes of time played out. Adelaide City still in lead 2-1. Campbelltown, just that late resurgence, could quite put a spanner in the works of their 7 straight wins since having a downward slump. And tonight's win could make them from second bottom to third. And it could be another one! And they've got it! It's
an own goal from Morocco, I think. That's an excellent ball, though, from Josh Murray. Got played down the line expertly, spun his defender, and that's what we said in the first half. Just put it in the danger area, you never know what can happen. Got the deflection. It's an own goal. 2-2. What a game we got here, John.
Oh, my goodness. The equaliser. It is now 2-2, and that is exactly what we knew Campbelltown City could do. Adelaide City put it into the back of their own net, and, well, we have a game on our hands with only 7.5 minutes left to play. The tides have turned.
Yeah, that's what we said in the first half as well, that home end that Campbelltown are playing, and they're going to suck that ball into the back of the net. They've done it twice so far, and now Adelaide City trying to recover with a substitution of their own. It's going to be Harry Thomas to come on, and let's see what impact he can make.
'83rd minute, just creeping into it. Now, this is the time, the final 7 minutes. Either team could try and get that winner. Can they do it now? Could it be Adelaide City? Woodlands deals with it. Nicholas Francesi trying to cause a bit of mischief up front. Now to the other end. Adelaide City turning it over. They've got to be careful here. It's cock a rock.
Yeah, the Campbelltown faithful as well near us, calling for some free kicks. It's 2v2 up the top there when they get it working Campbelltown.
Now Mori working hard as an engine in the middle, trying to play it out. Matsumoto's there, just waiting patiently, and then we'll let it go out for a corner, which he will take.
Looks like it's cramp as well to Nick Francesi. If that's a sub they're making at left fullback, then he's got to get ready to come on now, Harry Thomas. But it's a corner. It's all timbers up. The Mullins are ready. Matsumoto standing over this. Watch this face.
Well, Mori just tying his shoe up. Just getting his best breath back. Ready to go. This could be it. Could they go from 2-0 down to 3-2 up? In the dying moment, 6 minutes of normal time to be played. It's Matsumoto. Sent in. Mullen was the target. And could I get another one there? And that was almost their best chance in the last few minutes from Nicholas Graves. And there will be a substitution. Adelaide City to be made shortly. It will be a double. I think it's going to be done now.
Yeah, it was almost a repeat of that goal that he scored in the first half of the season there, Nicholas Graves, with the ball on the other side. But it's going to be Francesi to come off, as is Larry Latanzio. It's going to be like for like, left footer at left fullback and Harry Thomas. And is that young Luca Ullman to come on? It'll be the attack. Might be Bressan actually coming off, not Larry Latanzio. So it is one goal scorer to come off. Now both of them have come off for Adelaide City, Nicholas Bulko and Daniel Bressan. And they've got a couple of young boys now to mark their stage in this game.
Daniel Bressan scored a cracking goal. But this is a game of football that has just turned the tables around. Final 5 minutes, 85th minute, 2-2 between these two sides. Campbelltown City have crept up from behind and made it an entertaining game of football on this wet Friday night down here at Steve Woodcock Reserve. Can they do it and win it? It's Maury now. Will win the foul unless Halliday comes through and gets collected as well. Could get on a Friday cold night, could turn heated. And this could be the heat that we might need to try and stay alive in this weather, but it will get dealt with quickly. And just a quick round of grounds. FK Belgrade now 2-1 down, 2-1 up still after Parahill's getting one back. Could they be in a similar position? They're only a few minutes behind this game, so it could be a very similar game down there in the paddocks. You can hear those screams from the sidelines as well. I think it's some of the injured players maybe, Alessio.
Yeah, it is. We call them the Campbelltown faithful when they're on our near side here.
No, it's just some of the supporters on the sidelines just making a bit of noise, getting behind their side. They're just a little bit of an inch away from getting into the lead.
Go short from his free kick, all right.
He's done all right there. He's whipped it in, but no one around to try and get on the receiving end. It will be a goal kick again. Now, just for a time update, 87 minutes. 3 minutes of additional time to be played. It's 2-2 between these two sides. Can they, and they meaning Campbelltown City, get back into the lead? Time will tell. And that time is running out quickly. Oh, there was a run. Has to be made. Throw sent short. City is away the throw in. It will be Campbelltown City now with the throw. I feel that winter breeze coming through. Steve Woodcock, absolute chilling.
Central.
Sent long. Finds its way to Matsumoto. Can he do something here? He's in a great place where he likes to be. Centofanti. Matsumoto again. Centofanti gets it on the end of it. So Rock, Akota Rock, can they do something? City, they're trying to do their best to get rid of it, and they do so only as far as all right. But that wasn't too great as Raphael Liai is trying to make his way through. It's dealt with.
I reckon we're going to see a big finish in this game now. Campbelltown is sending their men forward. Every time you're feeding this man in.
And Centofanti.
Every time Matsumoto gets the ball, something's happening. That ball comes very close to us, but he's got to keep feeding him, and he's going to produce some more magic.
Only little time left for Campbelltown City to get back in it. And the same amount of time for Adelaide City to regain their lead that they held on to for quite some time. It's 90 minutes done into additional time now. So any time referee could blow the whistle, but I'd say it'd be at least 3 to 4 minutes of additional time, to say the least. Apologies about that.
It just goes to show what the captain leadership that was from
Adelaide City. Can they do something here? Falls to Pitchcanary. It's dangerous position. It's dealt with by Maricic, but still in there for Milka Ullman.
The leadership from Alex Mullen when they were 2-0 down to step himself forward, lead this press like he is now. It'll make it really difficult for Adelaide City, and he wanted to resurrect something in front of his home fans, and he really did so. Now we're going to see if they can really put on a show and come from 2-0 down to overturn this and get 3 points themselves now.
They would want to, definitely with that form, going into the cup final next week, Can Campbelltown City get that win ahead of that big fixture next week, next Saturday? There are 8 days rest, whilst Robert Jets only get that one less day as well. 7 days, so they get that extra day of rest from Campbelltown City.
Great defending from the centre Fanti duo again there on this near side.
Matsumoto, can he get through the middle? His dying moments in this game. We're in stoppage time now of the second half. Currently 2-2. So either team trying to get that winner. 3 points, very important for both these sides. Only 4th and 5th going into this match. On the ladder, Matsumoto tried to go with a short little tap in to Mullen. Falls to Mori, and then just goes out for a goal kick. And any moment now, this could be ending. It's not a time to switch the channel. Stay locked to YouTube, because there could be one more goal still to come. On which side? Well, we don't know. Well, if there is time, we still don't know. All down to the referee, Daniel Cook.
Looks like I think there might be about 2 minutes of added time in this, so can't be long left, and Campbelltown are really going to try and hold on to something at least. They keep their unbeaten record intact for the time being. Doesn't look like he's got his whistle in his mouth either at the moment, so could be a bit more to play.
He looks a little bit drenched as well. Referee Daniel Cook. His hair just sitting in front of his face.
Out
just
there.
shows how what it is.
Again, I'm not sure how that's no booking, no card, no foul, but
Matsumoto quick to get behind that ball again. This time is very delicate as it gets very close now. At the referee's discretion, Daniel Mullen. Connor Sintafanti. Campbelltown City have really found their form in the last few minutes, especially after getting that goal back into it. Matsumoto, can they do something again? Mori tried to go for that quick pass through.
getting in each other's way though, Adelaide City, and they can't clear it.
It's Connor Sintafanti. Back to Mori. Tries to get on his right foot and straight to the hands of Dakota Oshinen, but had the goal right in his eyes. In line of sight. Only a few minutes left, maybe not even. We're in additional time.
What a ball though from Dakota Oshinen straight to Liai, and he's got the chance.
Liai trying to find his right foot, but couldn't get there. Time's dying. Referee pushes the whistle to his mouth before the foul this time though, as he still has it in his mouth. So it could be any moment as he looks to his clock. Additional time is being played, and the referee, as he looked to his watch, could be calling time. There may not be enough left in this to get that winner and the 3 points. As Adelaide City trying to defend Campbelltown.
Pulls to get it in now. There can't be much left now. Harrisage does loft it along to Mullen.
Mullen with the head. Only as short as Pishkaneri. It's turned over, but City just can't quite get it forward enough to play on and try and make something out of it. Halliday. Now City, Campbelltown City, trying to piece some passes together. This is dying moment stuff. Can they get the winner?
Got to get numbers in the box now. You've got to push some people forward. There's only 3 there against the 6 of Adelaide City, so if they want something to happen, they've got to get closer to the ball and get closer to these seconds as well.
It's additional time. Foul given for Adelaide City. So this is really deep into additional time. We do apologise. There is no scoreboard as we speak. However, it's plus 90 now. Only moments left. It's at the referee's discretion. It's 2-2 between these two teams. Adelaide City let go of a 2-0 lead. So you can see 2 goals. after the 75th minute. And that is full time. 2-2 between these two sides. Campbelltown City and Adelaide City. And the 3 points just ripped out of the hands of the black and white after a 6-win streak is put to bed. And they are still undefeated. But however, Adelaide City just couldn't quite hold on to a strong Campbelltown City. What a game of football it was. A little bit quiet in that first half with a little bit of unpretty play, but ended up being a great ending, Alessio.
Yeah, what a derby to remember. I mean, goals galore, chances as well. Not too much fire, which is good to see as well. The cards were kept in the pocket of the referee. But, yeah, both teams obviously could take advantage of the form they're both in. But as you said at the start, we didn't want to draw, but unfortunately we got one.
I did say, I said it was going to be a 2-2 draw as well, I reckon. I predicted. But it did end up being that way. And what a game of football it ended up being after that wet start to the game. Ended up being a nice night of football. And, well, thank you for joining us here on YouTube. We do apologise for the technical difficulties, but a quick update as well before we leave you. 3-1 to FK Belgrade over Parrot Hills Knights in that other fixture. A huge win for them. Unfortunately, a draw here for these two sides, Adelaide City and Campbelltown City. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend. It is a pleasure to bring you all the action down here from Steve Woodcock Park. Myself, Johnny Kecko, Alessio Karachi, thank you, mate.
Thanks for joining me. It was good. It was good to be up here. Not too cold. The wind stayed off, so we're happy with that. And another good game ahead of us.
Absolutely. And my last game commentating as a person in my 20s. Next time I commentate, I'll be in my 30s. You'll have a great one. That's it from 20s, Johnny. We'll see you all when I'm in my 30s. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all next week.